Hey guys, today I'm starting off with a bare face because I'm going to be doing a fall glam makeup tutorial. Since school started, I haven't been really wearing tons and tons of makeup, and honestly, that's just what I love to do. So I figured today would be a perfect day since it is starting to feel a little bit like fall outside. I'm going to start off with my Nu Skin mattifying toner and just apply that all over my face to kind of give my skin a little bit of a wake up. I'm just going to pat that in. Next, I'm going to go in with the Nivea Men Post Shave Balm as my primer because it has glycerin in it. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have colored contacts in. And like, they're really subtle, so people don't notice at the beginning, but then once they like get close and have a conversation, they're like, wait, your eyes. And it just like, it's so cool. I got them in Taiwan and they sell them there for really cheap. Next, I'm going to go with my Real Techniques beauty sponge, and I promise you this is not mold. An eyeliner just exploded in my makeup bag a while ago and I haven't had time or money to go get a new one. But for foundation, I'll be using the Better Skin foundation, which I honestly love. Like, I think it's my favorite drugstore foundation. I'm just going to be putting that on the back of my hand. And then, you know the drill, dotting it over my face and just blending it out with a sponge. Okay, next I'm going to go with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer and just take some under my under eye. Well, not some, a lot under my under eye. And also on my forehead, nose, and chin. Next, I'm going to be setting my entire face with some loose powder. This is by the brand High Vision. It's not really translucent. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm not trying to spill it, but it's like kind of my skin color, but a little bit lighter, so it has the same effect. And I'm not just going to be baking my under eyes. I'm going to be doing my whole face because I'm trying to have flawless skin for the whole day. And if you've never done this, I highly recommend you do it. You just take a damp sponge and just pack this like no other on your face. Just doing some on my cheeks because my cheeks are the driest part of my face. And I'm just going to leave it. While I'm waiting for this loose powder to do its magic, I'm taking a spoolie and this Senna Sketch-A-Brow eye pencil. I'm going to go in with the pencil side of this and just lightly fill in the sparse areas. I'm not going to like make a whole new brow shape because I think my brows are okay. Then, so I don't look like a crazy Sharpie brow, I'm going to go in with the spoolie again. Just blend out the edges. Make it seamless. So by now the powder should be done baking. So I'm going to take this brush here. It doesn't have a name. I just got it off of eBay, which is really sketchy, but it works. And I'm just gonna dust this powder off. Okay, I always like doing my face first, so next I'm going in with this Shu Uemura blush and bronzer palette. And it looks like this. It's super nice and pigmented. And I think the bronzer shades are meant for Asian skin tones because it doesn't make me look muddy. So I'm going to take this shade up here and I'm just going to pop this in the hollows of my cheeks. So doing this creates like a shadow. And I'm just really packing that on there, but also like blending it a little bit so it's not a streak of mud. Then also popping this under my jawline so I can get that crimson chin. And lastly, because my forehead is unnaturally pale when I put on this foundation, I'm just going to pop some on my temples right here. Makes my forehead look smaller and tanner. And also I'm going to dust a little bit on my nose. Then I'm taking the Shu Uemura pony brush and I'm going to take this peachy shade. It's not really like a fall blush, but it's subtle. And I'm just going to dust that right on the apples of my cheeks. And I'm going to take my favorite highlighter, you guys know, MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, this top shade up here. I'm going to take this fan brush from that same sketchy eBay set and just go ham in this pan here. And just pop that on my cheeks. Once again, going ham in here. Other cheek. Right on the tips of my cheekbones. Bam. And then, can't forget the nose. Right on the tip of my nose. Before I go onto my eyes, I'm going to take my Himalaya Herbals lip balm and just put that on my lips because my lips are really chapped and I want them to be smooth for my lipstick. Okay, moving on to eyes, obviously I'm going to be using my Urban Decay Primer Potion. I don't know how this has lasted me like 4 years, but it has. I'm just going to take some and apply it generously on my eyelids. Then I'm going into my chocolate bar palette and I'm taking this big white shade, white chocolate, and I'm just going to take that on a huge flat shader brush and just set my primer so that my lids aren't sticky and then that the eyeshadows I use can blend really easily. So I'm just taking that like from brow bone all the way down. And it's basically my skin color so you can't see it. Alright, next I'm going in with this, what's this called? This Rite Aid crease brush, which is actually really good. Honestly, I don't even spend money on brushes because I can just buy them for so cheap and they do the job. Like, as long as you have the technique, you can just use anything you want. And right now I'm using this milk chocolate color in my crease. Next I'm going to take this shade Cherry Cordial, which is like a really dark maroon. And I'm going to switch over to this e.l.f. brush, also really cheap, got it from Target, and I'm just going to dip in there and concentrate near my outer lash line, just right over here, not really going all the way up into the crease because then I'm about to look like I got punched in the face. So going in again with a second layer, and then after blending it up, I'm going to blend it in. I'm just going to take that Cherry Cordial shade a little bit and pop it from inner corner towards the center. Like that. Okay, let me see. I really love this palette, guys. I'm going to go in with this even tinier fluffy brush that I got from Etude House, and I'm gonna take like a mixture of amaretto, this candied violet, and this trifecta of autumn shades. I'm just gonna blend that together and I'm just gonna pack it down here and then dust it across. So normally you put like a light shade somewhere, but I'm doing more like a sunset look, so like lighter on the top and then fades down to this dark violet color. Now for the final touch, I want to go in with my e.l.f. Baked Eyeshadow. This is in the shade Burnt Plum, and I'm going in with that tiny brush again. I don't know if I said that. And I'm just going to put this in the center so there's a little bit of dimension and variation in the color. This is so subtle. Okay, so I'm going to leave my upper lid at that, and now I'm going to move on to my lower lash line. So first I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Vice, which is like a sparkly purple. And I'm just going to line my lower lash line and waterline with this. So I'm also like dragging it into the lash line. Next, I'm going to go back into my chocolate bar palette, and I'm going to take this shade Amaretto and mix it with Black Forest Truffle, and I'm going to basically blend out that eyeliner that I just did, just adding it to the lash line. And I changed my mind. I'm actually going to take some more of this Candied Violet and also use that to blend it out so I can like really accentuate the purple. Okay, now I'm going to pop a shimmery color onto my brow bone and inner corner just to add some sparkle. So I'm just going to pop that on up here. This shade is called Champagne Truffle, by the way. And then popping some into my inner corner. So that's it for the eyeshadows, and you know I have to do my winged eyeliner, so I'm going to take my Maybelline Eye Studio felt tip eyeliner and just create a dramatic wing. Okay, so there's my super dramatic wing. Now I'm just gonna put on some mascara to really darken up my eyelashes. And I already curled my eyelashes this morning, so I'm just gonna put on another coat. This is so fall. Like, I really love this look. And so it's like maroon on top, purple on the bottom. And now, since my eyes are so dramatic, I'm gonna see what I wanna do with my lips. And I'm gonna start with this Etude House lip liner. And this is actually a little bit pale, so I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline matte lipstick in Touch of Spice, which kind of also matches my shirt. So I'm just gonna pop that on. I love this formula. So here's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry I used my chocolate bar palette again. I've used it in a previous tutorial, but I did try to use mostly all different eyeshadows. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you aren't subscribed, please consider clicking the subscribe button because that would really help me out. I'm going to try to film more tutorials now since I do have more time on my hands. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!